Titres, ils font 15 kilomètres là. Je suis pas aveugle non plus.
Hey, want to see my Mighty
Ah,
Pirate
c'est mieux.
scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Ce qui fait chier, par contre, c'est ma caméra maintenant. Je vais devoir la coller là. En espérant qu'il n'y ait rien au milieu.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
C'est pour le souvenir, hein, pour se remémorer, parce qu'on a quand même fait 5 jeux hein, jusque-là.
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's
Salut
mansion.
Rodin.
The security was heavy. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
Un bout de caleçon. Ouais, vous le voyez sous la cam, il est là, le bout de caleçon.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Ça va Rodin, même si t'es en semi-lurk.
Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
Ok.
Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map.
Le coton-tige géant.
You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. You had to brew a special... On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. We wound up. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. That turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that?
Bon, on passe des trucs quand même, parce que bon, bah, on se souvient, hein.
I defeated LeChuck and he basically
Mais on se souvient pas de tout.
It was the beginning of something magical. That turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps,
Monkey Island
and
2
I
cette
stole
fois.
his monocle. Good times. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got
Monkey
turned
Island
into
3.
a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. I got eaten by a snake. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game? This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering.
Ils se sont mariés sur les océans,
I
voilà.
don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire
Monkey
and
Island
tried to use
4.
a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
Avec Monkey Combat à la fin où on affronte un LeChuck slash Ozymandias géant dans notre singe géant en faisant un Monkey Combat quoi.
The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her.
J'aime bien la petite tacle à Monkey Island 4 et son développement.
The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it
Tales of
seemed.
Monkey Island, bien sûr.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure.
Oh.
I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
C'est vrai qu'à la fin de Monkey Island 2, on arrache une poupée à la figurine LeChuck pour lui qu'il se casse la gueule pour le calmer. Note pour plus tard, acheter du pâtier pour la suite de mes aventures. Et voilà. Tout est ready. On peut mettre les crédits. On a fini le jeu. Bravo, merci, au revoir et bonne journée. Non, c'est pas. Normal. Toute l'histoire et tout le fun, mais des énigmes plus relax pour les joueurs ne disposant pas forcément de beaucoup de temps. Mode difficile, des énigmes plus nombreuses et plus difficiles. Show me the money, money de singe pour les pros des jeux d'aventure qui veulent vivre l'expérience dans sa totalité. Oh, je suis Monsieur Point and Click ou pas? Je suis le corgi du Point and Click.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
La fin de Monkey Island 2.
Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there. Scurvy dogs? I've never had one of those. No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling. Wow.
Est-ce qu'on bouge Non, on bouge pas Guybrush. Ok.
I once got a scurvy.
Sounds real. Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
restaurant. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money.
J'ai rien, j'ai que dalle. Tu donnes aux enfants.
Use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
D'accord. Je peux te piquer la clé?
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Some places.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
J'examine
I
avant
wonder
de...
if this is drinking water. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days. Good, you unlocked it.
Le décor a déjà changé. Ah bon.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay. Ugh.
Il y a une tentacule.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Gross. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
Pas le laver? Non.
We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Ou sinon quoi?
I want to see 2
Exactement.
scurvy dogs at the same.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
I shoot in the back. I can
Pardon.
my tongue.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Dira vieil
What are
étron.
you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Mais pourtant, c'est de la saucisse.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, Sidheads.
Ok. Acheter des scorbut dogs, trouver une pièce, s'amuser à explorer les environs, examiner l'encre, battre Chucky à la course, donner à manger au canard, ajouter de la sauce à mon scorbut dog, s'entraîner à l'escrime, trouver un trèfle à 4 feuilles, faire un vœu au puits d'à souhait, trouver nos vrais parents.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Nuts! You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2,
Hey, cheater!
you have to wait
Okay.
until I say go!
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Allez, ça c'est fait.
Excuse me,
Yes?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Hey! Hands off!
Il est interdit de donner à manger au canard.
Don't feed the duck. What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross. Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I wonder where this path goes.
Uh-huh.
I'll find a clover some other time.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them? Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
I should find a coin to throw in.
J'ai plus de pièces du coup. Ouais, non, j'ai plus de pièces.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still pare you down to size.
for sure won that one.
In your dreams?
You fight like kids.
Donc c'est quoi sur la liste déjà? Donner à manger au canard, ajouter de la sauce à mon scorbut dog, trouver un trèfle à 4 feuilles, faire un vœu dans la pluie au ciel, examiner l'encre.
At home, I've got a collection of old Scurvy Dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
That's a nice tree.
I'm only pretending to look at the tree. I'm actually spying on that couple by the pond.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Ok, je pensais simplement leur demander à la base, hein, qui du pain.
I want to say 2 Scurvy Dogs at the same time.
It looks full.
Ok, ça c'est fait.
You should put that on your Scurvy Dog.
J'ai mis de la sauce sur mon Scurvy Dog.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Il me reste plus qu'à examiner l'encre, trouver un trèfle à 4 feuilles, faire un vœu au pied au souhait et trouver nos vrais parents.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Là, il y en a un.
This place is fun.
I'll find a clover some other time. Do you like to hunt for 4-leaf clovers?
Yeah, I leave them where they are and take the extra leaves off. I want things to be even.
Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
On va avoir l'œil bien affûté pour les trèfles.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Let's go. Examiner l'encre, faire un vœu au puits à souhait. Elle est où l'encre? Là.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have.
Yep.
Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds
Ah oui, je me doute qu'il y a un succès, c'est pour ça que je fais rien.
money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Ok. Et j'ai pas eu de succès. Il faut que je fasse un vœu au puits des souhaits.
At home, I've got a collection of old Scurvy Dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
Je souhaite que Chucky disparaisse, ait une moustache, que Titi disparaisse, qu'une plante trop cool apparaisse, un deuxième Scorn Dog, qu'on soit capable de parler à l'envers. Les bruits. Non, je me surveille parce que Karine, comme elle est malade, bah je veux pas qu'il se passe quelque chose.
I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Oh!
On a rempli tous nos objectifs là. Trouver nos vrais parents.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there? They're doing it wrong.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got Scurvy Dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
The moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no. I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Ah. Je l'entends en écho entre gauche et droite. C'est horrible. Comment ça, disconnected? C'est bon, tu es connected?
LeChuck kidnapped my wife.
Ah, c'est mieux.
He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Sachant que MI3 tel qu'il le pensait aurait dû plus se passer comme Thimbleweed Park, mais comme il a fait Thimbleweed Park, il a légèrement dévié sur son idée. Oui, bah oui.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Alors, on se croirait dans Monkey Island 1 tout à coup là. Allez retrouver, on arrive par le quêteur, on va retrouver le conseil des pirates.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Ah, c'est Carla, la gouverneure.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
À l'arrière du scumbag se trouve la cuisine.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Ah bon? Je vais faire strike YouTube avec cette VOD, mais c'est pas grave.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
En vrai, non,
Probably
c'est
crying
juste
in
que.
an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
C'est juste que. La dernière fois, je me suis pris pas un claim, mais un avertissement parce qu'il y avait le thème de Monkey Island. Pour le jeu Monkey Island.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Mais il est arrivé comment sur l'île de Mêlée s'il a pas de bateau?
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Je sais pas encore si j'aime bien la DA. Pour l'instant, je suis neutre.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Dans la salle du trône Bermuda, de quoi le seau se remplit-il lentement? Bermuda? On verra plus tard.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
No thanks. I'm getting my own expedition together.
Suit yourself. I'm here if you change your mind. But don't dawdle. We sail with the tide.
Je vais d'abord essayer de monter ma
I hope
propre
this isn't
expédition
one of
avant de
those
monter
party cruises.
avec le Chuck.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Au moins, le personnage n'est pas lent quand il se déplace. Ça, c'est bien aussi. Hein. Putain, dans les point and click où le personnage est ultra lent.
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that.
Non, je monterai pas avec le Chuck. Je veux pas monter sur le bateau de LeChuck.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Okay. Bye.
Salut Angie.
Bye.
On avait dit pas de trucs gnangnang, mais j'aurais fait quoi.
Honoring
Ça va
Melee
Angie?
Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue
Ça
of
va,
Elaine,
ça va.
the best ever governor of Melee. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
On peut aller Maison internationale du Mojo.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
On va aller dire bonjour à
House of
Lady Mojo.
This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Donc on a un bouquin d'astuces. Juste pour voir. Ok, donc oui, vraiment, si on est bloqué, on peut se servir de ça.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
C'est la vieille de la folle d'Ougray. Appelez la police. Mes voisins sont des débiles profonds.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Eh, mais Stan est un clown. Le singe fou était... Merde. Du coup, j'ai plus la carte.
It seems to be stuck closed. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
L'ami de Chucky M. Son chapeau, sa fronde, sa liberté, ses chaussures.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Attendez, j'ai un message sur Discord. Ah, j'ai mon pote Ndoubé qui stream aussi. Il est en train de train le speedrun sur Ghost Runner.
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
Otis, il se fait toujours emprisonner pour cueillir des fleurs, quoi.
Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers.
Je vais finir par croire que c'est un code.
It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Je suis sûr qu'il cueille les fleurs avec son prépuce.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Crème anglaise maison.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean parts.
Vous voyez ce que je veux dire?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Bon, 2 petites secondes. Ça fait 1 heure de stream
How's
déjà.
your day going?
Commencer. Et ensuite, j'ai besoin d'un Néphéralgan. Ma mot de tête ne se calme pas. Je reviens tout de suite.
look like you're having a good time. That's nice. They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles. Word of advice, kid, stick to the narrow straights. Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and
Peut-être en cacahuète. Et le style graphique avec les transitions, plan large, plan serré, ça m'aide pas. Ça me fait quand même un peu mal au crâne. Mais c'est parce que je suis déjà dans le mal.
hard to swallow.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People! People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
T'as fait une youtubeur, c'est ça?
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Mais t'étais avocat, là, faut qu'on s'est vu.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing from my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Ok.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Ouais, bon, le jeu il est en train clairement de te dire, si tu veux te barrer, passe par l'équipage de LeChuck.
There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
See you later.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hiya. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that
C'est
maybe don't quite fit
l'Undertaker. Vite, fais-moi un tombstone. Vieille dame, fais-moi un tombstone, t'en supplie.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Ok, veut rien de
I think I'll
plus.
browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Birdie veut un cracker.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Puis il faut une boîte Tardis pour ça.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's that lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments. And please, don't touch the glass.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
What's that key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
Bon, bah, y a vraiment rien de plus. C'est quoi
What
ça?
is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Ok. De toute façon, on découvre. Hein.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is. But there's
Je parle
room
pas
for
beaucoup,
overtime
beaucoup, mais en même temps,
if
ça propose la
I
gorge.
heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation.
Parce que
I
j'ai mal à la
assume
gorge.
you're involved with that somehow?
J'ai pas écouté ce qu'elle a dit.
I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that So-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
La carte.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Oh, y a plus la salle spéciale.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Ok, bah je te le prends. Hein.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Bon, on verra plus tard. Pour l'instant, j'ai pas d'idée avec les bouquins. J'ai pas envie de m'encombrer avec l'inutile.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Que s'est fait tatouer Morgan Le Flay? Un dessin de Guybrush? Non. La liste de ses victimes? Non. Le nom de son premier amour? Le nom de son entraîneur d'escrime? Son premier amour. Dans la ruelle, que dit l'écriteau accroché sur la porte? Réservé au personnel, labo secret, entretien, rien à voir par ici, faites demi-tour. Je sais plus. Ça a changé l'île de Mêlée.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Eh oui, malheureusement.
Warning, the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis. Ugh. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Les fils des premiers Monkey Island.
Back again.
I'd like to discuss an officer position of some sort.
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
Ah, je suis tellement dans le jeu que je parle pas. C'est fou. Mais le jeu est plaisant. Franchement, il est plaisant.
Don't waste my time, okay?
Mais en vrai, vu que je suis un peu crevé, que je suis un petit peu groggy et tout, on va pas continuer plus ce matin. Peut-être tantôt, mais là, en mode chaos technique. Puis je vais aller faire quelques petits achats pour un petit déj. Il faut que je me repose aussi. Là, je peux pas quitter comme ça. Bon, on va finir ce dialogue.
Ok, never mind.
Tac, comment qu'on sauvegarde? Là. Voilà. Paf, quitter. Quitter aussi ici. On va arrêter là pour ce matin. Peut-être qu'on continuera tantôt, mais rien de sûr. Là, je suis... J'ai la tête dans le fion violent. Sur ce, je vous souhaite un bon dimanche si on se revoit pas. Je vous fais des bisous. Passez peut-être à plus tard, mais rien n'est sûr. Ah oui, si d'ailleurs, en fait, sachez que j'ai cherché s'il n'y avait pas un Grémateur 2 ou autre en prévision. Non, le studio de Jane Jensen qui était... Merde, c'est comment déjà Peebleton Road, un truc comme ça. Enfin, elle avait un studio de développement tout simplement. Et en fait, le fait est qu'il a coulé parce que les ventes du remake de Gabriel Knight 1 et de Mobius, qui est un autre jeu qu'elle avait sorti, n'ont pas fonctionné, n'ont pas été suffisants, ce qui fait que le studio a dû fermer ses portes. Et depuis, Jane ne fait plus de jeux vidéo. C'est triste. Elle qui était si talentueuse dans l'écriture. Mais bon, c'est comme ça. Sur ce, je vous souhaite un bon dimanche et on se retrouve très bientôt pour la suite de Return to Monkey Island. Allez, ciao, bye.